The world of hip-hop has always been full of rivalry, secrets, and cutthroat competition. And sometimes the truth behind these stories is more complex and dark than anyone could imagine. One such story involves Irv Gotti, a name synonymous with hip-hop's rise in the 90s, and his fallout with one of the industry's biggest titans, Jay-Z. Recently, Irv decided to open up about why he distanced himself from Jay-Z, revealing some bombshell information that sheds light on the darker side of the music industry. It all began with DMX, one of the most iconic rappers of the 90s and early 2000 albayas, known for his raw voice, aggressive style, and real-life struggles reflected in his lyrics. But before he reached stardom, DMX had his fair share of doubters. Irv Gotti recalled how during a meeting, he had passionately advocated for signing DMX, only for Jay-Z and Dame Dash to laugh at the suggestion. They didn't see DMX's potential and were skeptical about his style and appeal. However, Irv's belief in DMX never wavered, and his persistence paid off when DMX's debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, became a massive success, shifting the tide in hip-hop away from the shiny suit era to a grittier, more street-focused style. This success marked the beginning of the tension between Jay and DMX. Irv revealed that Jay-Z, even then, felt threatened by DMX's potential to eclipse him in popularity, sparking a competitive dynamic that would never truly resolve. Jay-Z and Dame Dash founded Rockefeller Records alongside Kareem "Biggs" Burke. For a while, the label thrived, but Irv Gotti believes that internal conflicts drove the label to its downfall, much of which stemmed from Jay's behavior. According to Irv, one significant factor behind Rockefeller's demise was Jay-Z's interest in Aaliyah, who was dating Dame Dash at the time. This interest led to rumors about Jay's attempts to get close to Aaliyah, even while she was still involved with Dame. The tensions between Jay and Dame escalated as a result, with Rockefeller eventually splitting up. Irv Gotti claims that Jay-Z felt confident enough to walk away from Dame because he saw himself as the driving force behind the label's success, even minimizing Dame's contributions to the label's rise. There was a time when Irv Gotti tried to bring together three of the biggest names in rap, DMX, Jay-Z, and J. Rule, for a joint album. The idea was to create a powerhouse collaboration that would dominate the charts. However, despite several attempts, the project never saw the light of day. According to Irv, the reason was Jay-Z's reluctance to collaborate with DMX. Even though Jay initially seemed interested in the idea, his hesitation arose from the fear that DMX would overshadow him. Irv elaborated on this during an interview, stating that Jay didn't want to be in a position where people might think DMX was better than him. In Jay-Z's world, maintaining the image of being the best was crucial, and sharing the spotlight with another powerhouse like DMX posed a risk. As Irv pointed out, Jay was comfortable collaborating with artists who admired him, like Kanye West or J. Cole, but DMX was different. DMX was a fierce competitor who wouldn't back down, and this made Jay uncomfortable. DMX's career reached incredible heights, with 5 consecutive #1 albums under Def Jam. But when Jay-Z became president of the label, things started to go downhill for DMX. According to Irv Gotti, Jay-Z began to undercut DMX's career as soon as he took the reins at Def Jam, allegedly delaying DMX's projects and causing issues with album releases. Even DMX himself spoke out about the changes at Def Jam, recalling how Jay's leadership marked the beginning of his struggles with the label. DMX alleged that Jay-Z intentionally sabotaged his projects to pave the way for his own comeback. This claim is particularly striking because, at the time, Jay-Z was also working on his return to the music scene after supposedly retiring, which coincidentally happened right when DMX was facing setbacks. The cracks in Jay-Z's relationships weren't limited to Irv Gotti and DMX. Dame Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller with Jay, has spoken out multiple times about feeling betrayed by his former business partner. Dame had always been vocal about how Rockefeller's downfall was not just a business decision, but a personal betrayal. He alluded to incidents where Jay was trying to get closer to Aaliyah, which created significant tension between them. While some dismissed Dame's accusations as sour grapes, Irv Gotti's revelations added weight to these claims, painting a picture of Jay-Z as someone who would not hesitate to go behind a friend's back if it served his interests. One recurring theme in Irv Gotti's account is Jay-Z's competitive nature, and how it shaped his interactions with other artists. According to Irv, Jay's ego was so significant that it influenced business decisions, even if they weren't in the best interest of the label or the artists. It wasn't just about making great music. It was about making sure Jay-Z maintained his top spot in the industry. This fierce ambition led him to push boundaries and take calculated risks, always seeking ways to gain an edge over his peers and solidify his legacy. This ego-driven behavior wasn't limited to rivalries with DMX and Dame. Irv hinted at Jay-Z's tendency to see others as mere stepping stones. He would allegedly block opportunities for artists he perceived as competition, ensuring that no one could climb to his level. These tactics could involve anything from influencing key industry players to prevent collaborations to quietly orchestrating situations where rival projects face delays. This pattern of sabotaging careers wasn't just limited to hip-hop, as Irv suggested that Jay employed similar tactics in business ventures outside of music, leveraging his connections to stay ahead in various entrepreneurial endeavors. Ultimately, Irv Gotti decided that he needed to get away from Jay-Z. While the two had been close in the earlier days of hip-hop, Irv saw a darker side of the industry through his association with Jay. He witnessed not just the competition, but what he considered to be ruthless tactics employed by Jay-Z to maintain his power. After watching Jay allegedly hurt the careers of friends and collaborators like DMX, Dame Dash, and even himself, Irv chose to step back and distance himself from Jay. Irv's decision to move away from Jay wasn't just about self-preservation, it was also about ethics. He had seen the damage that Jay's behavior could inflict and wanted no part of it. Instead of standing by and watching more lives and careers being affected by what he viewed as a dangerous ego, Irv began focusing his energy on exposing what was happening behind the scenes. So, what do you think about Irv Gotti's revelations? Were Jay-Z's actions justified as part of being competitive in the cutthroat world of hip-hop, or did he cross a line? Do you believe the rumors about Jay's role in the downfall of DMX and Rockefeller? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the latest hip-hop gossip and industry news. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat.